Hey boys and girls, this is Wildman Willis here, and I'm doing a review of WWE No Mercy. Well, all in all, it was a decent pay-per-view. Some matches were better than others. Some matches, the build-up was actually better than the actual match itself. So, the first match was The Miz versus Jason Jordan. The Miz came out with everybody cheering for him because nobody cares about Jason Jordan. And The Miz keeps his belt. Second match was Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. They was really hitting each other really hard in this match. At one point, Finn actually hit Bray really good, and Bray said, "You made me bleed. I like that, boy." So that was interesting to see. They put in a very good match. I enjoyed it very much. Then you had tag team champions Sheamus and Cesaro versus um, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins as the champs. To me, this was the match of the night. Personally, I had they was just putting each other through the ringer so much that poor Cesaro got some of his front teeth messed up because Dean threw um, my man Cesaro and he hit the top of the that video ring post that they got, and Seth hit him with a super kick, so that didn't help none either. So man, they were going back and forth and back. They were killing each other in the ring. At one point, and almost like Dean had messed up his shoulder, he was trying to put that joint back in place, and he eventually did. But they end up winning the match and keeping the belt. So we'll see who Seth and Dean fight next. This pay-per-view went by very quick, surprising enough. Then you had the women's match for the title, the five-way. You had Emma, Bailey, Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, and Nia Jax. This was a pretty good match. Everybody got to pull off their stuff. But, of course, my girl Alexa Bliss ends up holding the championship. I give props to all the women in the match because the five-way match, that is something hard to do. And for everybody to really put in effort in the match was pretty good. But at one point, Nia took this nasty powerbomb when Sasha and Alexa Bliss hit her with a double drop kick while Emma and Bailey was holding her outside on the apron. That joint looked nasty, real nasty. So hopefully she's alright. But I guess they setting up for Asuka to come and beat Alexa Bliss just like that for the title. So we'll see how that goes. Then after that match, quickly enough, they had the match everybody was waiting for: Roman Reigns versus John Cena. To me, the beginning of the match was boring as shit. They was moving slow as all hell during that match. I don't know if they was trying to fill each other out or trying to build suspense for the match, but it was kind of boring in the beginning. Especially you got two people that's very limited in what they do move wise. So you seen like umpteen FUs or attitude adjustments, what they call them now, getting kicked out. Superman punches getting kicked out on, Spears getting kicked out on. The typical match, it didn't get good until like the last 5 minutes of the actual match. At one point, it almost looked like Roman lift his neck up when John Cena ended up trying to put him through the table, and Roman hit the spear on him, but he didn't land too good. Even at the end of the match, when he was walking up the aisle, Roman was holding his neck. So hopefully he be alright with that. But as Vince says, you gotta make Roman look strong. So that's exactly what they did. They made Roman look real strong. So Roman wins. After all that mess they was talking with each other, they end up hugging each other at the end of the match. So that kind of diffused everything. That kind of really turned me off until the ending of the match. After all this vitriol they was talking about each other, they gonna hug each other at the end. And the way I would have booked it, after Cena put Roman's hand up, one of them should have turned on each other, but I guess they didn't want to do it that way. And Roman wins. He still got booed walking up the aisle. John Cena sit in the ring for a little bit, stand up and got a standing ovation from the whole crowd. So, but Cena getting ready to go do the Transformers movie, so he be alright. So the next match was for the Cruiserweight title, and that joint went by quick because Enzo was not good at all in the ring. Neville is just amazing. So basically, it was a net shot, a kick to the balls, and that's how Enzo won the match, by cheating. He kind of pulled a Eddie Guerrero, but no, this match was real short. This was just a P-bait match, and plus I think they spend a lot of time on some of their matches, like the Sheamus and Cesaro tag team match, and I think the Cena and Roman match probably lasted a little bit too long than what it was supposed to be. So we had main event, Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar. This was a pretty good match, but it's too early for Braun to get the title. I feel like they probably have more matches with each other. Hopefully, we'll see. But the only thing about the match that messed it up, the cameraman was too close to when Braun and Brock was laying on each other near the last 2 minutes of the match. And you can see Brock tell Braun, you got to take it home. It's time to take it home. So that kind of told me that one of them was going to win or lose. So No Mercy, as much hype as this match, this pay-per-view was, it was okay, but a lot of the matches with endings was predictable. Everybody knew Roman was going to win. That's what John Cena was supposed to do. I don't know what this is going to hold. If they go with Brock and Roman again at WrestleMania, I don't think how many people will really want to go see that. They got to do something with that. But we also can see that with Roman been on top the last few years, the ticket sales and the ratings has been down. They were okay for the whole build up for the Roman and Cena match, but once John wasn't on the TV and once people figured out that Roman was going to win the match, the ratings went back down again. So we'll see what Vince does with this. Us fans just ain't going to ever get a decent match that everybody can agree they waiting on to see. So we'll see what happens with that. So this is Wildman Willis signing off. See you next time.